Hi, this is Justin Thompson from New Life Painting, and in this quick video I want to show you how to use the bid calculator. In order to do this, you're going to need a Gmail account. It's all free. The moment you create a Gmail account, you get 15 gigabytes of free storage. Towards the end of this video, I'll show you how to make a Gmail account if you don't know how to already. But to start off, I'm going to assume you have a Gmail account. So what you want to do is you'll be sent to this link right here, and you're going to have view-only permissions. So we need to give you edit permissions. And the way you do that is by going up here, left, add to my drive. I'm going to left-click that. And I recommend organizing it just so it's easier to track inside your Google Drive. The way to do that is to left-click Organize, and then left-click the new folder. And we're going to do bid calculator. We're going to left-click that check mark. And then we're going to left-click Move here. So now it's inside of our Google Drive, or the Gmail that's connected with our Google Drive. And we're going to now duplicate that so that we can edit it. It may not make sense at the moment, but it will real soon. So what you want to do is go to your search browser of choice and type in Google Drive login. And you'll want to go up here to this one right here. It's usually the first one that pops up. And then you're going to left click the blue Go to Google Drive. My apologies for the lag. Computer gets a little slow when I'm also filming, but it should work momentarily. So I'm just going to pause the video here real quick. Great, so after clicking that blue button and everything's loaded, you'll be inside your Google Drive. You can verify you're in the right one by going up here to the top right. And now what you're going to do is left-click the folder Bid Calculator. That's the one you just made. Or if you just left it as the sheet, you can find the sheet. You can see here's an example. It looks green. And you're going to left-click that, double left-click. Now, as you can see here, the owner is Justin Thompson, and you want to make the owner you, so you can edit it. To do that, you just have to right-click it. So you have to left-click, then right-click. And then you want to make a copy. And I would recommend just deleting it now. The one that's owned by me, you won't really need that anymore. So you can actually just remove it. Yeah. And the way to delete it is just by left-clicking, right-clicking, remove. That'll just help you stay organized. Now we can go inside this by double left-clicking. And I'm going to go up here to this tab. This was the old one that's owned by Justin Thompson. I'm just going to exit, and now you're inside of the tool, and you can now edit it, do whatever you want to it. It's yours. So what we're going to do now is I would recommend maybe making a copy of this in case you ruin this sheet. You can just make another copy as you did before. So now you can go to Tools and Example. So, Tool. This is the sheet that you'll be using to actually create your calculation. But I'm going to go to the example real quick, just so we can see some numbers. To kind of give you an overview of how this works. So right here we have different types of measurement. You have area square foot for these different parts of the house, area linear foot, these parts of the house, and then we have per unit charge and cost per hour for these units right here and these units right here. You can add your own custom. So if you want to add something else that's part of the house, you can actually just enter it in right here. So we'll just do example, and it will still function for you. Now what you're going to do right here is you can see for this example we had 600 square feet for the stucco on the side 1, side 2, and side 3, and side 4. And what this formula is doing is just adding up all the sides right here, giving you a total, and you can ignore the gray spots. And then over here to the total cost, we have the total square footage times the standard cost. So let me talk to you about the standard cost. Standard cost averages include material and labor cost averages for the state of California. So this is state specific, so you might want to adjust these standards based off your own experience, or if you have someone locally that you trust, they can also give you their numbers. And this breaks down to 10% profit, 15% material, and 75% labor cost. So you just do that for all parts of the house. You'll get the total square footage. And then for the linear foot, it's going to be the same thing. Just add up all the sides, and you'll get the total linear footage right here, which is then going to multiply by the standard. Now, the per unit charge, there's no formula in these cells. So you'll just enter in, it's 2 shutters, there's 4 doors, standard cost. Same with the cost per hour. Just need to enter in how many hours it was, and then your standard costs will multiply it. And then down here is the amount you send to your client. This is the total cost it would do to do this example job. So that's how you use the tool and enter in the numbers. If you'd like to protect some of these cells, there's ways you can do that. So these cells and these cells, they have formulas in them. And so if you're giving this to a VA or one of your employees and you don't want them messing with these cells, what you can actually do is restrict their permission, or make it more, even just for yourself, make it harder to accidentally delete one of these cells. And the way you do that is by going to, is it formatting or is it insert? Let me check real quick. It's go to data and then go down to protect sheets and ranges. And so you want to highlight the cells you want to protect. So these are all the cells with the formulas. And you know they have formulas because up here it says equals sum B2, F2. So there's some kind of lettering going on there. And you want to set permissions by left-clicking the blue Set Permissions button. And you can restrict it so that only your Gmail can actually edit these cells. So as you can see here, only you. Or you can set it up so there's a warning. So if someone's about to edit, they'll edit it. But before it saves that edit, it will say, are you sure you want to delete this? And that way works really well as well. So it's up to you whichever permission you want to do. So that is how you use the tool. So let me show you how to make a Gmail account if you haven't made one already. So all you have to do is go to the search and left click or search create a Gmail account. Should be the first option that pops up, although sometimes it's somewhere else. So I'm going to left click this one since I've used it before. I'm going to left click. And the only thing it will ask you is it will probably ask you for your phone number. And for that, you'll need to just get a text. They'll send you a text and you just verify the number. So I'm not actually going to make an account. I've made plenty already. But all you have to do is enter in the required information, your first and last name, your username, so that's whatever you want to call it. And then you just have to enter in a password down here and then confirm that password. And then you'll just hit next. And I believe the next step is asking you for a text verification. So you have to enter in your phone number. Basically, you just enter in the information. It's all free. And then you have a Gmail account. And connected with that is your Google Drive account. And you can do all the steps we talked about since the beginning of this video. If you have any questions, please let us know in the YouTube comments, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. And thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.